Mystic Hope here with your July 2018 Aquarius reading. I'm doing this reading a little bit different than I normally do. I've already got the cards pulled. Something told me to do this layout like this. Don't know why, but you always listen to when you know what you're told you have to do something, because you're always sorry if you don't. I am an intuitive reader. I don't go by the books. And I don't do a particular spread. This is not laid out in any particular spread. This is just how I have room for everything. I go by what Spirit tells me and what the cards tell me. And I appreciate your support with my channel. I appreciate all the likes, the comments, anybody that's done the notification bell and subscribe to my channel. Greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button or to subscribe so you can get more videos. This way you know exactly when they're coming out. And I just want to thank you all. So let's get into this reading. The first card I pulled is the Angel of Adventure. So some of you are going to be going on an adventure. And let's face it, life is an adventure. For good or for bad, it's still an adventure. Also, this is a general reading, so you take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. You're not going to resonate with every card. Some of you might. Some of you might just resonate with part of this. That's how it's supposed to be when I'm doing these overall readings. I'm trying to encompass as many individuals as I can to get as much purpose out there or as hope as I can. Okay, your other card. King of Autumn. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything's going your way. A good person or company to work for. That's the, you got to stand up for yourself. Be assertive. I'm not saying argue with everybody or fight with everybody. But there are injustices, and there's always a time and a place to speak up, and there's time isn't. You don't have to yell and scream. You can just put it out there that that's not okay with you. You will not be treated that way, or, please, I'd appreciate it if you came at me in a different way. It's something that I do not enjoy, or this is how I'm receiving it. Might not be how it was meant. So you got to accomplish that. Because you are a good person. And everything wants to go your way. The universe wants to make everything go your way. Keep that in mind with your assertiveness. The Emperor. Use logic and strength to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. Okay, getting organized. Let's face it, you need to get organized in your home. Make sure everything's cleaned up. I mean, having the house lived in is great. But if you have chaos going on in your house with your things, not people, but with your things, then chaos is going to follow. It's the law of nature. It's just how it is. You don't want chaos in your life. You can't live in chaos. You don't want all these bad luck or all these bad things happening to you where you're stuck, where you feel stuck. Then you've got to put out there, you got to get that chaos that's surrounding you away from you. And that starts in the home. And then if you're in a job or getting ready to get a promotion where you are in a leadership role, you have to be strong and assertive, but you got to be compassionate. You've got to understand where someone's coming from. You've got to meet them on their level. Makes life a lot easier. The Moon. Powerful, intuitive, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Now, this is all about listening to that inner voice. The higher self, your intuition, God, your goddesses. Doesn't matter what you call it. You've got to start to listen to. And I don't mean just listen. I mean hear it. There is a difference between listening and hearing. It's important that you hear it because that inner voice that intuition, that God or goddess, universe, your spirit guides, whatever you choose to call it, is trying to tell you something. And you need to hear it. Next one. 5 of Winners. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that is not worth the effort. Okay, this is getting rid of the negative energies, negative people, the negative job. And I'm not saying go around and say, oh, you're too negative, I don't want nothing to do with you. Sometimes getting rid of the negative is just on how you choose to respond to these people. And that might be all the change you need. A lot of people are like, oh, my job is so miserable. Hey, I'm a big one for that. But then I'm an empath, so it's not just me. I'm picking up. We're like the human lie detectors. We pick up everything. We see words. Oh, it's crazy. Until you learn how to get rid of that. But, and it's an empath, you're going to always have this. Your best bet is to do your own thing. Just saying, not at a young age. Hey, honey, I'm a grandmother. So I don't have little kids at home. I don't have any of that right now. So I can do this. And this is where I'm trying to help everybody. Also, so big one is how you respond to it. Don't take it in and react immediately. Don't put it inside you and just bury it deep, and you end up, that's going to be the death of you. Make you very, very ill. What you do is you just look at the person that's being negative and say, okay, I hear you. And walk away. Because in the grand scheme of things, don't let somebody else take your light away. Because that's all anybody's doing. And when they do that, it's because they see that light. And it scares the crap out of them. So they got to put it out. Because they see you glowing. And there's people out there that don't matter. They can have everything in the world. And you have nothing. But you have that light and they don't. So they got to take it. Don't let them. And sometimes it's so much hard work. Especially if you're dealing with a narcissist, if you're dealing with a violent person, you're dealing with somebody with mental issues that refuse to get help or stay on the medication, you got to walk away because they're going to take you down that ugly path, and it is hard to come back from. That's what this card is warning you about. Don't let anybody take your light, turn you into something that you're not. That goes with realizing what you thought you wanted, you don't. Especially ladies with you for these ladies. Very important. You see this man. You talk to him. He says all the right things, does all the right things. You feel, you're in love. Then slowly they start showing you who they really are. And then you're, oh no, he just had a bad day, or I had a bad day and I took it wrong. Because you really want this. You want this relationship to work. But sometimes what you want isn't good for you. Those are the ones you got to let go. That's that negative trying to put your light out. Be careful of that. That's why, and I'm telling you this, ladies, this. Do not get married. Move in with the man for a minimum before you start thinking of forever. Minimum 6 months. Minimum. And I mean daily contact for more than a week or two. I mean, see them on their bad days, their worst days. Days they didn't feel like doing nothing but, running around in a pair of underwear all day. Then you'll see who they really are before you put 100% of your heart on the line. Trust me on this. It'll save you years of heartbreak. Ace of Summers. Isn't that one a pretty one? Bright, cheery. Open your heart to love. The beginning of a new, very intimate relationship or a rebirth of a current one. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. This goes along with listening to your little voice. This goes along with the one where it says, stand up, know what's right, be assertive. Somebody's coming into your life. Or a person that's already there has had an aha moment and said, oh, if I don't change something, I'm going to lose this person. So, you got to open your heart to it. Do not bring in issues from an old relationship. If you do that, this new one can't bloom. Because that's like putting beautiful flowers in a garden and letting the weeds take over. Those things that you're carrying from a past relationship are the weeds, and it's going to smother out the beauty. Prince of Winter. Intellect, determination, focus, and impulse. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden and unexpected changes. Okay, that card's just saying to be ready. Something's going to change. And it's telling you something new is going to come into your life. Now, when they say intimate, you might have a business partner come into your life, a business opportunity come into your life, a new job come into your life. You meet new friends. All that goes with a new relationship because they're all relationships of some sort. Ace of Winners. Oh, isn't that beautiful coat? Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas should be implemented. This means don't be afraid to show who you are or speak about who you are and what you want and what you need. And there's going to be some challenges, but there's challenges all over. Things aren't a smooth sailing where you can just sit there and it's going to be a straight path and you're on autopilot. The real world doesn't work like that. And if you're living where everything is just a straight line and you're on autopilot, you're not living, honey. It's the challenges that define us. 7 of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. Just take care of yourself. Rest, relax, meditate. Take a long walk. Take 20 minutes in that bubble bath. Like the old commercials used to say, Calgon, take me away. You need that to regroup. That's what they're talking about by a prudent investment. Investing in you, in your health, and your rest, into where you can quiet your mind. Because your mind is your worst nightmare, and it's your worst enemy. Your mind is putting obstacles up there that no human person is, no relationship is. Because your mind's just running. Well, now's the time to take 5 minutes every day and shut it down. If you can't shut it down, get lost in a book. Oh, there's some of those stories, especially fiction. Not the murder fiction or anything else, but, like the happily ever after type of fiction. Romance novel, something. That'll take your mind off of everything, because your mind will be focused. Ego. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material things, getting caught up in fear and worry. What did I just say? Your mind is your worst enemy. When you get caught up in worry and fear, and that happens to you for a long period of time, you become paralyzed with it. You can't move forward, you can't move backward, you can't move left, you can't move right. You fall into the, well, what if stage? Well, what if this happens? If I do that, what if that happens? What if this? All right, well, what if the world ends tomorrow? Which we know is not going to happen, but you cannot what if yourself to death. That's why it's important to learn techniques to quiet your mind, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Make that your goal this month. quiet your mind for 5 minutes every day. And then at the end of the month, see how much of a difference that made. Because eventually the 5 minutes is going to turn into 6, and then it's going to turn into 7. You'll see. Okay, let's see what we have here. These are the clarifying cards. Angel of Inspiration. Get inspired. Life's an adventure. Get inspired. Do something that makes you happy. Inspirational. Get an idea and run with it. Let me tell you, honey, the only thing in life at the end of your life that you regret, and you can talk to anybody 80 or older, will tell you this. It's not the things they've done in their life, looking back, that they regret. It's the opportunities that they had that they never took. Angel of Grounding. This goes along with to take time to rest. Rest, relax, ground. That's all part of, meditating, taking quiet in your mind. When you get your mind to quiet for 5 minutes a day, you're ultimately grounding yourself. You don't need to know how to ground yourself to ground yourself. Quieting the mind. Your intuition will tell you the rest. Angel of Procrastination. Woohoo! This one is me. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. That goes along with cleaning up. Remember I told you cleaning your area? Cleaning what's around you? If you're just running a room, cleaning your bedroom? I'm tired. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow never comes. Let's just face it. It doesn't. Life will always get in the way. But, now here's the trick to procrastination that I have learned. Some things to procrastinate about, no problem. But you can't procrastinate all the time about getting your laundry done, because then you have no clean clothes. You can't procrastinate about stopping at the gas station and getting gas in your car, because eventually you'll run out. So, in order to get out of this procrastinating mode, make sure you have clean clothes. Make sure you have gas in the car. Make sure you have, everything out and ready for dinner if you're working long hours. Buy a frozen pizza and pop it in the oven. Sometimes you can get them on sale. That will help you get into the mindset that you could say, hey, you know what? Dishes. Everybody's got a sink full of dishes. Not everybody can afford to do this, but here's a trick. Paper plates and paper cups. You just got to make sure they go in the trash. Boom, dishes are done. For the most part. Helps a lot. Or if you have a room. This is a trick I learned a long time ago. You're looking around your house. Because a lot of people in depression get into that mode of procrastination or overwhelmed. And it's like, it's not that they don't want to clean up or get their area in order and organized. They just can't. They're looking around and it's so overwhelming and they know everything they want to do. They've got a list in their head and they're exhausted before they start. It's a vicious cycle. You want to feel better, go into your bedroom. If you do nothing else, because you're feeling really bad and you're looking around, you're like, oh my God, look at all this stuff. Make your bed. Walk out of the room. Go back in about a half an hour. You will be amazed about how good that feels when you see that. Your bed is made. It takes a room that is total chaos and makes it lighter. It makes it brighter. It makes you feel good. Trust me on this one. It works. Well, for all you Aquariuses out there, I hope that helped you. If you need a private, more detailed reading than this or something that's focused just on you, all the information to get in contact with me is in the box below. If you feel like donating to this channel, great. The donations that I receive go to And I'll tell you everything that I'm going to spend it on. I have a Amazon cart with some cards in it because I would like to get more cards. I've been using the same ones for a while, which I absolutely love, but I'm sure for video purposes, you all like something new every once in a while. I know I do when I watch other videos. I'm listening to the reading, but some of them cards are just so gorgeous, I'm drawn. Also, and what I use the money for the readings for is how I make my living. This is what I want to do. This is my goal. This is my life path. To give you hope. To show you there is a way out, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. To give you what my life has been like. And I has not been a bed of roses, believe me. I've come from very, very, very bad places. And I have overcome. And you can too. And I will more than happy with you, help you with that. So, love and light all. I hope this helped you. Till next time.